very special video tapping into your feminine energy. And the reason why is because I've actually been practicing doing it, and I took a couple, I read a couple books on it, course, whatever, and I've really been embodying it, and I've seen such a huge difference. And I think it's so interesting when you really tap into a part of you that you've maybe weren't aware of or shamed or whatever, like you really do feel more empowered. You really do release something within yourself and you feel more whole. So like with anything, the more you evolve, the more you let go of shame, of conditions, and the more you connect with your authenticity, the more whole and complete you feel, the more empowered you feel, the more you raise your vibration, the more everything, things just align perfectly for you. So this video is going to be tapping into your reconnecting, let's say, with your feminine energy. And everyone has, not really about gender, everyone has feminine and masculine energy. And for women, we have light and dark energy. And it's not that one is worse than the other, one's better than the other. Really is about balance. I'll do another video on dark feminine energy and light feminine energy because that is just a whole other topic right there. But really I want you to look at tapping into like feminine energy. I want you to look at feminine energy as like receiving, intuition, caring, nurturing, and masculine energy more like doing, approaching, getting shit done, taking action. So I want you just to look at those like that. And it's really, yes, a balance. And for me, I noticed that I thought, because sometimes we believe that, you know, it's based on how you dress or maybe some actions that you do that's you being in your feminine, but no, it's actually what you're embodying. And so I used to think that doing certain things meant that I was in my feminine. For example, if I'm cleaning, making food, cooking, that's me being in my feminine. Or if I dress a certain way, that's me being in my feminine. But false, depends. Are you being in your feminine because of a condition, because you think that's what you have to do? Or are you doing that because you're in your feminine and that's a manifestation or a way of you showing like, oh, like I'm caring, you know, but are you forgetting about yourself? Because you also have to allow yourself to receive love, receive, you know, care. So it gets tricky, right? So I want you to think of this like whenever you're tapping into your feminine energy, and it was a challenge for me. I'm not gonna lie, it was a challenge because I was kind of in denial and I wasn't even aware of how much in my masculine energy I was. And it's not that it's bad, it's all about balance, like I said. So for me, I was really like taking action, doing, hustle, you know, get shit done. And it's not that when you're in your feminine, you're not getting shit done. It's more like, you know, when to be in that masculine energy and you know when to just allow yourself to be. And like we're natural healers. We literally are that powerful. And sometimes we think we have to do a certain thing or be a certain way. But if we just embody how we feel, lean back and allow universe, God, source, whatever you want to refer it to kind of make things into fruition for us, allow people to do things for us, allow ourselves to be cared for, that's us being in our feminine. That's when things really, like, we are vibrating different. And we're allowing, for example, in a relationship, giving you in a relationship aspect. If you're the one always planning dates, you're the one always, you know, telling your partner what to do, how to do it, you're more in your masculine. And so, you know, you have to kind of allow, because if you're doing that so much, then you're kind of like switching things, you feel me? You have to kind of allow yourself, and at first it might be a little challenging, but allow yourself to just, okay, I'm going to allow myself to be in a way cared for, allow people to approach me, allow myself to just kind of go with the flow. And they say that if you do yoga, for example, I heard, I'm gonna tell you what my opinion is. I heard somewhere that like, if you weightlift, that's more masculine and you have to do like more yoga, but I still weightlift. The reason I will say that you should incorporate maybe a little bit more yoga is because when you're doing yoga, you're tapping more into, yes, breath work and like mindfulness, but you're tuning into your body. So to tapping more into your feminine, you want to allow yourself to feel. So whenever you're triggered, just allow yourself to kind of be without judgment. Because I want you to think of it this way. You don't know what you don't know. And things like, I know for myself, I know for many women, we've been told to be a certain way, to talk a certain way, to dress a certain way, like people please, that we have to, act, dress, speak, to be loved, to be accepted, to find someone to love us, etc., etc., etc. And so how do you know if something is so in your subconscious and you're so conditioned to something? How do you know what your authenticity really is, who you really are, and what's authentic to you? So what I always say is question yourself. Like, why am I like this? Without judgment. Give yourself room for error, for mistakes. That's part of being human. And be forgiving that, hey, you might not be perfect and that is okay. And that will kind of give you room for like exploration in a way, to kind of explore different things about yourself and see what resonates more with you. Because you want the intention behind something, right? If you're a certain way, right? Let's say going back to dress, let's say dressing a certain way. You dress a certain way. Are you dressing a certain way because it's authentic to you? Or are you dressing a certain way because you feel subconsciously that you have to dress like that to be accepted, to be loved, to be worthy? There's a difference. And you always want to come back and do what's authentic to you, because you at your core are worthy. You don't have to do or be or all these things. And so to be more in your feminine really is just allowing things to come into fruition. God, universe, source will sometimes bring people into your life to give you compliments, right? Or to give you a gift. Like, accept those compliments, accept those gifts, right? Because sometimes even with compliments, sometimes you could be like, oh, why is this person complimenting me? Or why does this person think they can talk to me? Or, all these things. But take that as an opportunity to tap into your feminine. Like, thank you, say thank you, accept it and receive. Allow yourself to really receive. And it's actually interesting how that can be challenging for some of us. So just leaning more into emotion, maybe connecting into your inner child, maybe doing some art, some dancing, really allowing yourself to feel and be and embody everything has really helped me. And I think for me, crucial was doing less. Like, doing less action. Yes, have your routine. Yes, if you have to get something done, switch it on. However, it's all about balance. So come back and allow yourself to be loved. Do some self-care. Yeah, you can dress a certain way if you want, if that helps you. Like, these things can help you maybe tap in a little bit more, because when you maybe dress a certain way, it maybe makes you feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying? But that's not like the bigger picture. So really dress whatever makes you feel good. Do things that make you feel good. Have a journal if that resonates with you. I know for myself, journaling helps me sometimes. for me, it's more when I'm meditating, having that mindfulness practice, and like just doing like little rituals. And some people don't like to get triggered or don't like the word rituals, but maybe having that like moment of mindfulness where you're just allowing yourself to really feel without judgment. Just remember, emotions are just energy in motion. You have to allow it to flow through. And just doing things like, I think questioning yourself, like questioning, not in a judgmental way, but questioning why you are the way you are. Like, why do I speak this way? Do I swear? Do I use profanity or no? How come? How would I feel if I did? Where did that stem from? How do I dress? How would I feel if I dressed differently? Would I feel like I'm not enough, or am I judging it? Did this stem from childhood? Things like that I think are important, because it's just like if something is so in your subconscious mind and you don't even know, like you are the way you are. So you have to kind of open it up a little bit, be open and explore and see things as curiosity, and just constantly come back to your emotions, and just allowing yourself to really be and receive the love that you're so worthy of having. And if you feel like you have to take action, because I know then the thoughts that would come to my head is like, okay, Veronica, yeah, this is great, but if I don't do it, then how is it gonna get done? If I don't do it, then it's not gonna get done, or if blah blah blah. But that's just stemming from a belief, a story that, oh, I have to do it, and that's me being in my masculine. So I have to just, how can I expect things to be different if I'm still in this mindset and this mentality? I haven't even given anyone or universe the opportunity to really allow myself the opportunity to really receive. So it's just breathing and leaning back and seeing, okay, what do I feel? Where is this stemming from? Let me breathe. Maybe I can communicate it in a certain way that's loving, positive, and allow myself to really receive. And so that actually was life-changing for me. And also just caring for yourself, doing things that make you feel good, make you more, when you like maybe having like a self-care day. And it's not all about like looks or how you dress, like I said, because it's how you feel. And these things will help you embody it more. If you do yoga, for example, it'll help you embody it more. It'll help you go back into your body and come back to how powerful you really are. And so if you dress a certain way, it'll maybe spice it up, change it up, dress differently, see what works better for you. There's no right or wrong way. You have to kind of explore. And like I said, I'll do another video on feminine and like light feminine and dark feminine, because you can go deeper into it and kind of see what works better for you. Like for me, ever since like I've been learning about it, I've been more aware of things, and it's about balance. It's about knowing when to use certain things and not judging it, because sometimes we're so ashamed of certain parts of us that we like suppress it, or we try to hide it, but that is a part of us. So we have to kind of welcome it, and if not, it's still gonna show up. We're just gonna be ashamed of it, and we're going to pretend maybe that we aren't like this or whatever, but it's going to continue showing up in like several ways in our life. And so, yes, recap for this is do things that make you feel good, healthy things. For example, having a self-care day, or doing practices like meditation, yoga, or little like emotional feeling rituals, or whatever you feel called to. Connecting with your intuition, so allowing yourself to really feel, doing like little intuition games, and I can do a video on this as well, but doing things to strengthen that intuition, to reconnect with your intuition. Maybe just allowing yourself. I think that's when it comes to intuition, you really have to like let go of ego in a way, and that comes from over time and just trusting more in yourself, being more empowered, more in your frame. But strengthening that relationship with your intuition. Another thing is going to be allowing yourself to receive compliments or gifts or just anything, hugs, whatever. Just come back and allow yourself to receive what is, instead of always just taking action or that being your first thing, like taking action. And another thing is really embodying, like coming back to your body and being in the moment is really important. And I think that's about it. I want to say I haven't forgotten anything, but if anything, I probably already said it. So other than that, this is just a quick little video, and just remember how amazing you truly are and how like powerful you are. You really are a natural healer. Like you literally can give birth to this like world. Like it's so incredible, and sometimes we just forget that. And so come back to your power, come back to you, and do affirmations, do little things that make you feel good, connect with that inner child, dance, go dancing, go do things that like really make you feel good. And it might be uncomfortable if you're like new to it, or if you're super in your masculine and you maybe shut down that feminine side, or maybe you want to just strengthen it a little bit more, whatever it is. It might be challenging sometimes, especially if you're like rewiring something, or you're letting go of beliefs or whatever it is, or letting go of some type of like anything, blocks. Start small. Do something that, maybe today I'm going to tap into my feminine by going dancing, or maybe, someone does something for you. And usually you would be like, no, it's fine, don't do it. This would be a great way to say, okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I love when you do that, or whatever, like really having gratitude for it instead of denying it. And so just start small, do little things. If you feel called to journal, and just become aware of why you are the way you are, why you do certain things without judgment. And you'll see how slowly but surely you'll awareness is key, right? It's the first step. But awareness without really taking action in a way, and it sounds, but awareness without really like doing something about it is just awareness. Once you can become aware of why you are the way you are, maybe like certain things about you, you can start reprogramming them and start letting go of certain things that aren't serving you, because it's not who you are at your core. At your core, you're amazing, you're love, you're fulfillment, you're abundant. And sometimes even our ego, we're so like in fear-based that we think we have to take action, but it's because we feel like we have to, but we don't. We really don't. And so hopefully this video helped you, and I'll do another video on feminine light energy and feminine dark energy, and I'll actually put the note. So what I started doing is on my Instagram. If you go on my Instagram, you can subscribe to my Instagram. I think it's like $1.99 or something. I try to make it very, very affordable and available to everyone. I'm gonna start putting all the notes, everything I'm learning, or if I'm taking a course or anything like that, I'm gonna start posting it on there. So if you go on there, you subscribe, you'll get the notes to this, and you'll also get the notes to the feminine energy and the dark feminine energy as well. And moving forward, all my videos, even if I forget to mention it, I'll post it on there as well. So other than that, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.